Hey guys, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I'm going to be working with fortune reading cards. I got that right, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be working with these cards. I'm burning some Palo Santo in the background, and we'll get started. As always, these are general readings. So this one's sticking out. I'm going to take that. These are general readings, so the reading may or may not resonate with you. So what does Spirit want to bring through for this week? Feeling more like 3 cards. Okay, we got the 3 cards. Okay, so the first card we have is Thorns. So the message on the card is, excuse me, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in new and positive future. Okay, so what I'm feeling right away with this is blockages. Okay, for some, there are some blockages on your path, or something is stopping you, or something is blocking you from achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. Okay, I'm also hearing previous blocks are being lifted. So for some, there were things that were blocking you from your happiness, from your goals. Okay, as I'm tuning collectively, I'm feeling like, you know, for some, this is like ancestral patterns or behaviors, or you know, learned patterns that you learned from family, peers, teachers, and you know, you're moving past that. A lot of you are doing a lot of karmic clearing as well. So I am feeling that this has been, for many of you, this has been like your life. Like you have come across so many challenges, but you've kept moving forward no matter what came in your way, no matter what stopped your path. I'm also getting this analogy here with this Thorns card. You know, just like a rose has thorns, right? A rose is so beautiful and so fragrant, and yet it has thorns that protect the rose, right? So I also, like, I read these cards intuitively. So what I'm getting from this card is also there is a need to protect your light. You see the way this sun, it's like the sunrise, and it's been protected by these thorns. It's like you are this light, and you know, you have to create boundaries. You have to create proper boundaries where you know where, you know, you end and you begin, so that people don't use you, people don't abuse your light, people don't take advantage of your heart, your space, your energy. And I feel like, you know, because from this picture, I feel like you have learned this. I feel like this is a life lesson that you have now learned on how to protect yourself, how to protect your energy and your space, and where is it that you want to put your energy and space. You know, like, where do you want to invest your energy is also what I'm getting. I feel like you are this radiant light, so no matter how many boundaries you set, you always, because you radiate so much light, it always reaches everyone, which is beautiful, which is so beautiful. But I feel that this is what I'm getting with this is, you know, just like the rose has thorns, it's like these are your boundaries, these are your limits, because we all have a certain amount of energy. Even if you're a light worker and you're here on a mission and you have this tremendous amount of light to share with the world, but there's a certain amount of energy, and you got to work through that within, you know, within your day. So like, you have to be mindful of your energy. So I want to read this, you know, go through each card and then read these cards together. The second card we have is Plain. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. you know what I'm getting from this is you have taken off just like this plane. Just like this airplane has taken off, you have taken off on your own journey. And I'm drawn to this star here, okay? This is your true north. This is your heart's desires. You are moving in a certain direction. You have weathered a lot of thorns. You have weathered a lot of storms to reach your destination. And this is not even about a destination. This is about your journey. So, and you're taking off. You're now taking off. And what with this plane card, I almost feel like elevation of your frequency, elevation of your vibration. Wherever you were before, you have, you know, no matter what was challenging you, no matter what was keeping you stuck, you have almost like elevated yourself from those situations. You have taken off just like an airplane. And you are not letting, now that I'm seeing these together, I'm also feeling that you are not letting any situations keep you trapped, because you realize you are this light, okay? You realize this light, and no matter what thorns or what blockages come in the way, you know, nothing can block the sunlight. Nothing can block the radiance of a bright, burning sun. This is the same thing that I'm getting, that you are so brilliant and so magnificent, and you realize your energy, you realize who you are, that you are not letting any situations that kind of kept you in a box, that kind of wanted you to be only this much, right? You are like, I am so much more. I am now taking off to this next level. With this card, I also feel you are leaving behind past baggages. You are leaving behind things that don't serve you, situations that keep you stuck, beliefs that keep you stuck, thought forms that limited you, people who wanted to see you limited or in a certain form. You're just, no, you know, you're like, screw that, I'm moving forward, because you realize who you are. You are now focused on your goal. You are focused on your star, and you have this vision, and you're just taking off is what I'm getting, okay? With this card, I clearly feel like, coming to the second card, like you're just, you know, off with past baggage. I'm done with that, and I'm moving on. Interestingly, the third card we have is death, okay? Death. The message on the card is a time of natural transition and transformation. Like I said, you know, I feel like, you see, there are so many moths and butterflies here. Moths and butterflies are so significant, guys. They're all about transformation, because the butterfly goes through all its stages of being a caterpillar, cocooning, and then, you know, bursting out with its beautiful wings. But it's never an easy process. It's a very painful process for the butterfly to go through. This metamorphosis of changing itself into a butterfly itself is very painful. I feel like you have gone through all these stages. You have gone through all these stages, and it's like, what I'm getting is death to the old self. Death of that part of me that believed in these things, that kept me small, that wanted, you know, those limited visions. It's like that part of me is dead now. And the truth is that, you know, in life, we go through many metaphoric deaths. We always think, oh, death means actually I'm going to physically die. Even a physical death is not a real death, because what happens is your soul is evolving to the next level when it transitions to the other side, and you're learning on the other side, and you're evolving as a soul. But whilst you are alive, whilst you are in this physical plane, I'm talking about all the deaths that we go through. So death is, most of the time, this metaphoric death actually takes place after a very tragic or very painful event, right? you go through a painful event, and that part of you, it's almost like you're shedding a skin like a snake, and you're releasing that. Because what happened is you learned a lot from that death. You learned a lot from that transition. And the new skin that emerges, the new you that emerges, is a different version of you, because you took all the wisdom from those deaths, and now you have all that within you. Like, you learned a lot, you've grown, you've got your wings out now. And obviously in your life you'll go through a lot of deaths till we actually have a physical death. And that is also not a death, because your soul is evolving in another state, in another dimension. So all in all, when I look at these cards together, I just want to say that you may be having some form of awakenings, some form of insights, and you know, your mind has expanded. Your vision and your outlook of life has changed, and you are still metamorphing. I don't know if there's a word like that, but I feel I need to say that. So you are still changing, and you're still transitioning to be your true self. What is your true self? You may ask me, okay, so what is my true self? Your true self is being in alignment with your higher self, because your higher self is your best guide. When you are in tune with your higher self, you are in tune with your truth. You're living on a different vibration. Your experiences will be of a different vibration, and you see all these moths that are attracted to this light. That's how brilliant you are. And like I said, that brilliance was always a part of you, even when others put thorns on your path, even when others tried to block you, stop you, keep you stuck, keep you small, make you believe you are less, make you feel like you're worthless. You were always that brilliant light. It doesn't matter what they throw in your path. They're just throwing these blocks to stop you. But like I said, can anyone stop the sun from shining? The sun has its radiance, the sun has its energy, and it's powerful. And this is the same. But you know, this middle card tells me this awakening that you've had, this epiphany, this kind of, this eye-opening experience of, now I understand. It's almost like, okay, I get it. It's that light bulb moment when you realize that, okay, I realized this. I realized it's not about what they were doing. It's what I was doing to myself. What was I doing to myself? I was accepting those limitations. I was keeping myself small. I was keeping myself stuck. And then you go, boom, now I know. Now I know. I know better because I learned. And I'm ready to take off because I have a vision, and I'm going to follow my star. I'm going to follow my truth. I'm going to follow my guides. I'm going to follow my higher self. And you're willing to go through these ego deaths, these parts of you that are dying. And that is so beautiful, because the parts that are dying are the parts that kept you stuck and small anyways. They never served you. They just limited you. And you were okay with that, not knowing your full potential, not knowing what you are capable of, believing all these lies, all these, you know, these things that, like, these programmings. We're all programmed since we were a child to be a certain way, and we've never we've never, you know, kind of tried to break free from those programs. That's why I feel meditation is so important, because it's that one tool that will get you in touch with your higher self, which will get you in tune with your guides, which will get you on your path, which will awaken your third eye, your crown chakra, and boom, here we go. You see all this? Like all these higher chakras opened up and you're taking off. So there are 2 cards of taking off to another level. This is so exciting, guys. Seriously, so exciting. I didn't even know these cards would turn out this way, and it's like, it's mind-blowing even to me as I look at it. So I'm gonna stop this right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.